everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm just looking at myself, my viewfinder. My split is very on the side. Hold on, let me just fix it. That'll do. Okay, what was I going to say? I am back with the monthly favourites. I feel like I haven't filmed these in ages. I kind of end up talking about my favourites over on Instagram, but I miss these kind of sit down, have the chats videos where I get to talk about the products that I've loved over the last month or so. I have a load. Did my hand make a fart sound? A little bit. Okay, we get stuck in. First of all, let me just discuss my highlights, okay? So last week, was that last week? Feels like it was ages ago. Last week I finally got highlights. So I've been wanting to get them for ages. I got highlights the last time about 2 years ago. I got those instant highlights from, I think, L'Oreal, and they were fab. I loved them, and I loved that I got them in, I think it was about April, and then went to Spain, and like all summer they kind of lightened up that little bit more. So I went to Brown Sugar, my fave. Been going there for, I would say, about 15, 16 years now at this point, and went in and I was like, can I just get like just a few little highlights? And so do you know what I did? I was like, I have some inspo pics, but do not judge me because they are of myself. I know. I was actually mortified, but I just loved the highlights before so much, and I love the fact that they're really natural. Now, what you should know about me is when I go get my hair cut properly, I go into Christian from Brown Sugar. Again, going to him like for about 15 years since he was like that size and I was like that size. And I would pretty much go in like once a year because I love the fact when he gives me a cut, I know this is an awful lot to talk about here, gives me a cut, I love the length at the time and I love how it grows out, and then we kind of see each other once a year. So he was saying to the colourist Emma, he was like, yeah, because, oh yeah, Joanne was in, my sister was in at the same time as well. Totally fluke. I booked in myself, she booked in herself, and then we were like, oh, that's gas. So Joanne got highlights as well, got a good bit chopped off her hair. But Christian had said to Emma, because she did the colour on both their hairs, like just give them something that's manageable, that like they don't have to come back every few weeks to get a touch up, because he knows what we're like, you know, I know what I'm like. So I just wanted like a little bit of brightness throughout my hair, like so, and like I like warm kind of highlights on me. See, I'm just looking at myself in the mirror now because I felt that my hair is really dark. I needed something like a little bit brighter, and because I'm so pale, having dark hair can sometimes look a little bit stark because I don't always tan. When I say I don't always, I rarely do. Like if I was wearing this top and had to tan, I would tan from here to here. I'm just lazy. So yeah, I love my highlights, so I can't wait. I feel as well, I feel like they're after getting like that a little bit brighter because it's a little bit sunny out, and I was out yesterday for a bit, I was out today for like a little bit, and I feel like they're after getting lighter, so I love them. Anyway, they're my fave. As it is summer, no it's not summer, as it's winter, no it's kind of spring now because it's technically March, and the weather's been freezing cold. It's been bitter. That's me being cold, rubbing myself. And so my skin with the heat at home, I say the heat at home, my mum never has the heat on, outside in the cold, my skin just needs that little bit of something. I'm sorry that I'm squinting, it's just really bright and my eyes are sensitive to the light. So do you know what's been saving my face the past couple of months, because I was saving this, was the Skin Nerd Skin Good Fats. Can you see it? First of all, it's yellow. Love yellow. Gives me a little bit of happiness. And it has here on the front, I'll just read it out here. It's a ceramide barrier cream. Not your traditional moisturiser. This works by replenishing your skin's natural fats, vitamins and goodness. What is that? Oh, a little heart. Bringing equilibrium to your skin. Okay, so this, so I do keep it in the thing because I love the fact that it looks cute against the rest of my skincare. This is the container. You get, how much? 30 mils in it. And I think I got this at the launch, which is maybe back in June of last year. And I tried it initially and I was like, no, it's too heavy for my skin. Doesn't need it right now. But I know come the winter I'll be wearing it loads. Not wearing it, using it loads. Lo and behold, I'd say since about December I have been lashing this on like a good thing. Has this, I should have tidied it before you. I'm not gonna, I don't want to waste any, but can you see the little mechanism? It's one of those ones that like you push it down like so, and then the cream squirts up the top, where it like stays on the thing, and then you go like that. But also you can just stick in that if you want. I have loads left, and I'm telling you, I use this pretty much every night. So I use like my cleansers, I use my serums, and then I put this on. Sometimes I'll mix it in with one of my Yonka boosters if I need like an extra little bit of something on my skin. But you know what? I have like the oily T-zone, and so sometimes even despite having the oily T-zone, I can get like really dehydrated here and here. Like I look like my skin is peeling. It's ridiculous, but this has just been saving it loads. If you have dry skin, even if you have oily skin, if your skin just needs that little bit of extra something and you feel that the barrier is compromised from the cold, give this a go. It is so good. I love it. 100% be repurchasing it, but I'm probably not going to need to repurchase it. I'm probably until like next year, like the end of the year. Do you know? Yeah, so I love that. And then onto like another yellow thing. It's this Nuxe Le Matin de Possible. Possible. Probably messed that up like. Late last year, Nuxe brought out 2 fragrances. Le Matin de Possible, and then Le Soir de Possible. That's inside. This is the one that I have been loving at the moment, and you can see I've only used like a little bit, but you only need a little bit as well because it's like stays put for ages. I can't remember the notes in this. I'm so crap at notes. What I'm good at describing is how a scent can make me feel. It's like a fine mist. Look, beaut. This smells like, so this means like the morning of possibilities, and that's what I feel that this makes me feel. That makes no sense whatsoever. So let's say you wake up on a day like this and it's nice and sunny and you're like, do you know what, I'm going to have a great time, I'm going to get loads of my bits done. If you spray this on, I feel like that doubles my potential of getting stuff done in a day. It's scientific, what can I say? It just smells really, wait, where's the thing? Like bright, fresh, clean, zesty, uplifting. If you are in absolute Pauline Fowler, a few sprays of this, it will just uplift you so much. Yeah, because I'll spray scents because I like the scent, but also because of how they make me feel. Like there's sometimes where I'll just want to feel nostalgic and I'll spray something, or if I want to feel like cozy, I'll spray something else. This is the scent that I'm using when I just want to go, come on day, I'm ready for you. Love it. Go back to skincare. So I did a collaboration with Clarins back at Christmas, and they sent out some products. Some of them I had already tried, some of them I hadn't. And I hadn't tried this, but I'd heard brilliant things about it. So this is the One Step Gentle Exfoliating Cleanser, and it looks like this. You can see I'm after using those. So I use this maybe once or twice a week max. I don't know how to describe this consistency. It's like a thicker consistency, and it has like really tiny, like a little bit of grit in it. Not enough where I feel like my skin is tight after, or I feel that it's too abrasive on my little face. So it's like a really gentle exfoliator. So what I'll do is I'll take my makeup off with my cleanser, use this as my second cleanse / exfoliate. I kind of focus around the nose, especially around my chin. Sometimes I can feel that my chin and my jawline can feel a little bit congested. This leaves my skin feeling soft, plump, smooth, and then ready for the serums. It is absolutely brilliant, and I will 100% repurchase that. It says it's for all skin types, and I think even if you had sensitive skin, I don't think you'd have a problem, but also just test it just in case, because then if you did have sensitive skin, then if you had a reaction, then you'd be raging at me, and I'm sorry. But I do go through phases where my skin is sensitive. I have had reactions to products in the past, but like look, I'm actually used like most of it. It is so nice and it smells lovely. What's it smell like? Probably orange. It says it has orange extract. My skin, oh, I feel like my skincare and my makeup goes on so much nicer over the top of this when I use it. Fab. Spoke about this over on my January favourites on Instagram last month. What month is this? I think I did it in February. This is from Catrice. This is the High Glow Mineral Highlighting Powder in the shade 030 Amber Crystal. This is magnificent. It's a baked highlighter and has a golden glow to it. So I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago they brought out like a silver tone version. It was fab, it just didn't suit my complexion. I used to use it to try and be down with the kids, but this is me. It's just so finely milled. It's a gorgeous, subtle, you're probably not going to be able to see it because I have the settings to manual. Trust me when I say that this is beautiful. If you head over to my Instagram, you'll see it in action on my little face. It's only a few euro, can't remember the exact amount. I know that there are a few different shades, but this is 030 Amber Crystal. So good. I've been reaching for this over pretty much most of my, no actually all of my highlighters. They haven't gotten a look in because this is fab. Package looks great, love it. I went to the launch a couple of weeks ago of this, the Maybelline the Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. Really, really good. I have it on today at the moment. This is what the wand looks like. It's one of those like a little hourglass kind of shape, and this gives like just this deadly curl and lift. So the formula is quite thick, so you do need to make sure that you kind of take off the excess off the very edge of the brush as well. Comb through the lashes, and then what I'll do is I'll comb through all the lashes, and then I'll do the bottom lash, and then I'll use this top part, like this bulby part, to comb through the lashes. So that's kind of like the second coat. If you love your dramatic lashes, I think you're going to love that. It is not tear proof, and I say this because I wore it there a couple of weeks ago, and well, it was on the Call the Midwife, and it was the finale, and I was just like doing my little single tear down one side, and then I looked at myself and I had mascara all here. So don't be watching Call the Midwife ranting sad if you're wearing this. But on a day-to-day basis, when you're not crying, It doesn't smudge, it doesn't budge, it doesn't flake on me. I absolutely love it. It's fab. A few weeks ago, Boots sent me some bits from Huda, and they sent me this. So Huda is now stocked in Boots, in case you're wondering. And this is the Matte and, what's it called? Matte and Metal Melted Eyeshadow in Cinnamon Toast. This I love. First of all, the packaging, it's fab. You can see what's happening on both sides. And on this side you have a matte shade. Will I show it to you? This has one of those kind of sponge tip applicators. It's like this. And by the time I upload this, keep an eye on my Instagram. I do have a video coming up on this, showing this in action on my eyeballs. And then on the other side you have a brush applicator, and that is the shimmery side. So gorgeous. I don't have it on today. I have something different. What do I have on today? I can't remember. Yeah, so what I like to do is apply this, and then you can use a brush to smudge her out, and once it sets, it's perfect. It doesn't budge or crease on me. And then this is the shimmery shade. So this is like a kind of a peachy shade, like the shimmer with gold shimmer running through it. It is beautiful. I think this will be fab in the summer. Bit tan. Fake tan. Does that mean I have to fake tan my face? Oh no. I'll just wear darker foundation. Yeah, but I love these. Comes in a good few different colours, and I'll definitely try more of those. But this is the one that I would have bought myself, because you know me. Like, this is essentially what is on my eyes, but it's not what's on my eyes, because I just do the same thing with the same makeup all the time. Like, speaking of glitter, this is from Fuschia Makeups. This is the Michelle Fox Liquid Shimmer, and I'm hoping that by the time this video goes up that it's still available. If not, just send them messages and tell them to bring it back. So this, I think there's only one, there's no name shade or shade name on it. This is beaut. So everybody at work, we all had this on. We had a client Christmas night out there back in December, and we all wore this because it was beautiful. Again, this works well with those warm shades, like kind of like warm smoky. It's me, like me. If I was like a shimmer thing, I would be this. Okay, I'll show it to you now. I'll show you here. Here. Are you able? The answer is no. Just after smudging it out a little bit. This makes for the perfect eyeshadow topper. So what I like to do is I'll apply these kind of shades into the crease, and then I'll apply kind of like a normal, like champagne kind of colour on the top, and then apply this over the top, and it just gives sparkle, it gives glitter, twinkles, everything that I love. And you know what, you don't have to like only be wearing them kind of things in Christmas and like autumn, winter. You can wear them in spring. I'm gonna put it on now. The applicator just makes it really easy to be, what's the word? Accurate. What I like to do is just get like a little brush just to soften the edges, to make sure there's no kind of harsh lines. And then it just takes a couple of minutes to dry. The glitter doesn't budge at all. I'm just going to talk to you like this now for a second. It doesn't have to be mad glam. If you want to go glam, you can go glam. But yeah, the glitter doesn't move down here. Because you know the way that you have some of those kind of shimmery eyeshadow glitter yogi robs, and later on you think you are absolutely beautiful, and you look at yourself and it's all over here. You have like little glitter freckles. This doesn't budge, stays put all night, and it comes off really easily then when you're removing your makeup. Look at me. And that's available on the Fuschia website. Fuschia, could you bring out more shades? I would like a bronze one. Then as well, do you know what would be good? If you had a brown one with kind of like teal glittery bits in it, that'd be fab too. And a black and gold one. A couple of weeks ago I got sent a load of these from, what are they called? Crushed Oil-Infused Gloss from Bobbi Brown. This is my favourite shade of them all. I am going to do either a blog post or a video. I'm just trying to figure out the logistics. And this is the shade Spring Bliss. I'm going to put it on over what I already have on today. They're so comfortable to wear. Because as somebody who has dry lips all the time, especially in the winter, it's glossy, it's not sticky. Like the staying power isn't great because it's so slippy, but it's just so comfortable to wear. It doesn't dry out the lips at all. Super glossy, really really nice. So they sent some, just kind of some darker ones as well. I'll show you. I feel like with the darker ones, I haven't tried them out properly yet. So that's what they look like, but I feel the darker ones would need a lip liner just because there is that bit of movement in them. But for Spring Bliss, which I could tell you, just look at that, I know it's this one. This is me. If I was lip gloss, this is just perfection for like everyday wear. You can just lash on over like a lip liner or wear it on its own. Gorgeous. I leave it there, shall I? Because otherwise this is like 21 minutes long. How am I going to whittle that down? talk so much. Yes, those are just some of the products that I've been loving over the last few weeks. I'm trying a whole heap of products now at the moment, and I'll report back on them between now and March. So in the meantime, come follow me on Instagram because I have all the chats over there too on a daily basis. And I'll see you at the end of March for more of this, even though I'll be here next week doing something else. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.